Have you ever woken up with a heavy head, foggy thoughts, difficulty focusing, or suddenly forgetting small things? You might think these are just normal signs of aging. But what if I told you? It's not your age. It's the silent effect of your breakfast all this time. Yes, the food you eat every morning is slowly poisoning your brain, and after 50, the damage could be irreversible. But today, you'll learn the whole truth. White bread pasta, the silent brain killers. Take a moment to look at that soft, fluffy white bread, or that comforting bowl of pasta you had for breakfast. It seems innocent, even wholesome, doesn't it? But here's the shocking truth. These refined carbohydrates are essentially hidden sugar in disguise. When you eat white bread or pasta, your body breaks them down almost instantly into glucose, causing a rapid spike in your blood sugar levels. This sudden surge triggers an insulin response, leading to inflammation, a key contributor to cognitive decline. Over time, these constant blood sugar roller coasters damage the delicate blood vessels in your brain, starving your neurons of oxygen and nutrients. But the damage doesn't stop there. High glycemic foods like these also promote the production of advanced glycation end products, AGEs, toxic compounds that accelerate brain aging. AGEs bind to proteins and fats in your brain, forming stiff, dysfunctional structures that impair memory, focus, and overall cognitive function. Worst of all, the hippocampus, your brain's memory center, is especially vulnerable. Studies show that diets high in refined carbs shrink this critical region, increasing the risk of dementia. Imagine this. In just 5 years, the brain fog and forgetfulness you dismiss as normal aging could progress to the point where you struggle with everyday tasks, like using your phone, recalling names, or even navigating familiar places. The good news? You can reverse this damage by swapping these brain-draining foods for whole grains, fiber-rich alternatives, and healthy fats, choices that stabilize blood sugar, reduce inflammation, and keep your mind sharp for decades to come. What to eat instead? Sprouted grain bread, rich in fiber and nutrients, quinoa or lentil pasta, slow digesting, protein-packed. Sweet potatoes, low glycemic, brain-boosting carbs. Your brain is your most precious asset. Don't let a simple breakfast choice steal your memories and mental clarity. Make the switch today. Sugary cereals, the breakfast that's stealing your memories. That colorful box of breakfast cereal might look like a harmless morning tradition, something we happily pour into our grandchildren's bowls. But here's the disturbing reality. One bowl of these so-called healthy cereals can contain as much sugar as 4 glazed donuts, and every sweet, crunchy spoonful is actively damaging your brain in ways you can't see yet. The sugar bomb hitting your brain. When you eat sugary cereals, your bloodstream gets flooded with glucose almost instantly. This triggers a massive insulin spike, followed by a crash that leaves you feeling foggy, irritable, and craving more sugar. But the real danger happens in your hippocampus, the brain's memory command center. Research shows that high-sugar diets shrink the hippocampus, accelerating memory loss and increasing dementia risk. A study published in Neurology found that people with consistently high blood sugar had significantly faster cognitive decline than those with stable levels. In other words, that daily bowl of cereal isn't just making you sluggish, it's erasing your memories year after year. The addictive trap of processed cereals. Treats to food manufacturers. Engineer these cereals to be hyperpalatable, mixing sugar, artificial flavors, and refined grains to keep you and your kids hooked. The result? A breakfast that spikes inflammation, damaging brain cells, feeds harmful gut bacteria linked to Alzheimer's, disrupts focus and mood, due to blood sugar crashes. The frightening long-term effects. Imagine this. In 5 years, you start forgetting appointments, struggling with names, or walking into rooms without remembering why. In 10 years, you might look at your own child's face and feel a terrifying moment of confusion, because your brain can no longer connect the memory to the person. What to eat instead? Steel-cut oats, slow digesting, full of fiber. Greek yogurt with berries, protein, antioxidants. Chia seed pudding, omega-3s for brain repair. Homemade granola, low sugar, nut seed-based. Your brain is recording every meal you eat. Make sure it remembers the right ones. Ditch the sugary cereals today and protect the memories you can't afford to lose. The best gift you can give your grandchildren isn't a sweet breakfast. It's a sharp mind that remembers them for decades to come. Processed meats, the silent assassins of your brain health. That sizzling bacon, those golden sausages, the crispy nuggets, they're the ultimate convenience foods, but they come with a terrifying hidden cost. These processed meats are loaded with nitrates and nitrites, preservatives that transform into nitrosamines in your body, compounds so toxic they've been linked to brain degeneration and Alzheimer's disease. How processed meats attack your brain. When you consume bacon, sausages, or deli meats, the nitrates interact with stomach acids and proteins to form amyloid plaques, the same sticky protein clumps found in the brains of Alzheimer's patients. These plaques disrupt neural communication, leading to memory lapses, forgetting names, appointments, or where you put your keys, cognitive slowdown, struggling to focus or process information. Increased dementia risk. Studies showed daily processed meat consumption raises Alzheimer's risk by 42%. The vicious cycle of inflammation. Processed meats are also packed with advanced glycation end products, AGEs, inflammatory compounds that damage brain cell membranes, accelerate oxidative stress, shrink the hippocampus, your memory center. Imagine this. Today, you might just misplace your keys. In a few years, you could stare at those same keys and forget how to use them. What to eat instead? Grass-fed beef or lamb, rich in brain-healthy omega-3s. Wild-caught salmon, packed with DHA for neuron repair. Organic turkey or chicken, nitrate-free, high in choline. Your brain didn't evolve to eat factory-made meat. Give it the clean fuel it deserves. Vegetable oil, the brain's worst enemy, disguised as health food. For decades, we've been told vegetable oils like canola, soybean, and corn oil are heart-healthy alternatives. The truth? These oils are chemically processed into neurotoxins that accelerate brain aging at twice the normal rate. Teach why vegetable oils are like acid for your brain. Most vegetable oils undergo high heat extraction, which creates harmful trans fats, hexane solvent baths, a neurotoxic petroleum byproduct, deodorization, masking rancidity with chemicals. When you consume these oils, they oxidize instantly, creating free radicals that attack brain cells, disrupt the omega-3 to omega-6 ratio, triggering chronic inflammation, damage the blood-brain barrier, allowing toxins to infiltrate neural tissue. Dr. Mark Hyman warns, it's like pouring acid on your brain. The shocking consequences. Regular consumption leads to 2x faster cognitive decline, per neurology studies, increased brain fog, and mood disorders. What? Higher risk of Parkinson's and Alzheimer's. What? Safe alternatives for cooking. Extra virgin olive oil, low-heat cooking. Coconut oil, stable at high temps, supports ketones for brain energy. Avocado oil, high smoke point, packed with antioxidants. Your brain is 60% fat. Don't poison it with industrial sludge. Instant Coffee Creamer, the morning cup that's aging your brain. That quick cup of instant coffee with powdered creamer might seem harmless, but it's one of the most destructive breakfast habits for your brain. Here's why. The toxic trio, destroying your neurons. Acrylamide, a carcinogen formed during high-heat coffee processing, linked to nerve damage. Trans fats, found in non-dairy creamers, they literally shrink your brain, Harvard study. Sugar overload spikes insulin resistance, starving brain cells of energy. How 20 years of this habit steals your mind. Brain shrinkage. MRI scans show reduced gray matter in regular users. Faster cognitive decline, equivalent to adding 10 extra years to your brain's age. Increased depression/anxiety due to blood sugar crashes and inflammation. The 3-month Brain Rescue Plan. Replace your toxic morning drink with organic black coffee, single origin, low acrylamide. Bulletproof coffee with grass-fed butter for sustained energy. St. Matcha Latte. L-theanine boosts focus without crashes. Within 90 days, my patients report sharper memory, better mood, and renewed mental clarity. Your brain can heal. Here's how to start today. The human brain has remarkable neuroplasticity, meaning it can rewire and repair itself when given the right nutrients. Here's your 3-step action plan. 1. The 4 brain-saving swaps. Oatmeal with cinnamon reduces amyloid plaque fees. Omega-3 eggs builds new brain cells. Avocados protects myelin sheaths. Organic coffee boosts BDNF for neuron growth. 2. The 3-month timeline. Week 1, 4, reduced brain fog. Month 2, better memory recall. Month 3, enhanced focus and mental stamina. 3. Critical first steps. Today, throw out vegetable oils and creamers. This week, try 1 new brain food recipe. This month, notice your mental clarity returning. Your future self will either thank you or curse you based on what you do next. Act now. Your memories depend on it. Your brain is dying a slow death unless you act now. Every morning, you reach for that sugary cereal, processed meat, or instant coffee. You're not just eating. You're making a decision about your future mental clarity. Here's the hard truth. Every 60 seconds you delay, oxidative stress destroys 3,000 brain cells. Every year of bad eating habits ages your brain 2-3 years faster. By the time you feel symptoms, significant damage has already occurred. This isn't scare tactics, it's neuroscience. But here's the powerful part. You can change this trajectory today. 3 immediate actions that create ripple effects. Tag 1 person you love. That family member who always eats bacon? The friend addicted to sugary lattes? Tag them now, because sometimes love means interrupting dangerous habits before it's too late. Like if you value your mind, this simple click tells the algorithm to spread this life-saving info further. Your like could literally prevent someone's dementia. That comment, I'm changing today. When you publicly commit, magic happens. Your brain subconsciously accepts the change. You give others permission to transform. You create accountability that sticks. Precious memories are disappearing, and you're holding the eraser. Picture this heartbreaking scene. Your granddaughter's graduation, but you can't remember her major, your 50th anniversary. But the memories feel foggy. Your child's face, suddenly unfamiliar. This isn't dramatic. It's what happens when we ignore the science of brain nutrition. The terrifying part? Alzheimer's starts 20 years before symptoms appear. That harmless breakfast habit today is writing your cognitive future. But here's the beautiful truth. Your brain can grow new cells at any age, neurogenesis. Memory pathways can rebuild, neuroplasticity. Inflammation can reverse in just 12 weeks of proper eating. A sharp mind isn't about good genes, it's about daily choices. Choosing avocados over donuts builds myelin. Selecting wild salmon over bacon prevents plaques. Picking organic coffee over instant protects neurons. Your legacy of memories starts at breakfast. Share this with one person you can't imagine forgetting. Maybe it's your spouse who makes your coffee every morning, your parent who still fries everything in vegetable oil, your best friend who lives on sugary cereals. Because here's the miracle. The same meal that's been damaging brains could become your turning point. That next breakfast could mark the first day of clearer thinking, the morning your memory sharpens, the start of a decade more with loved ones. Don't just listen to this and move on. Be the catalyst. Your future self, and everyone who loves you, is begging you to act. Scroll up now, tag, like, comment, before you forget why this matters. In 10 years, you'll either regret not starting today or thank yourself for this single decision.